I'm Madi, and today I wanted to share with you some of my upcoming sewing plans for fall. And these plans really do kind of run the entire gambit. They go from wardrobe items that I need to introduce into my closet to like more fun type of items for probably like a one-time wear type of thing, and then some really fun crafting things that I'm doing. So let's just start with the really fun one. So my friend had actually reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to go on Wheel of Fortune with her, and I said, "Yeah, you crazy? Of course I do." And so that's actually going to be this Sunday. Now, I don't have time to make us matching outfits. You know how they do on the game shows. Everyone shows up wearing the same t-shirts and looking all crazy and stuff. Well, we're going to be looking crazy, but we went on Amazon and bought a couple of like t-shirt type dresses that I'm going to try to zhuzh up, make look a little special. So let me show you the shirt that we're going to be wearing. You all, it says girls just want to have funs. I thought it was so perfect. I think I want to hack this neckline, get a little snip happy with the scissors, and perhaps even get rid of some of the sleeves or do something fun with them. But for the side here, I'm thinking that I really want to ruche up one side really kind of high up on the hip so that it can give some really fun shaping. There's also the possibility that I could make like an asymmetric neckline and then maybe ruche up the one shoulder here with the ruching on the other side coming up. That might be fun. Maybe even cut it into a one shoulder type of top. What are your thoughts? Do you hack shirts? I mean, this is the first time I'm really giving this a go. So if you have any fun ideas, drop them down in the comments for me so that way I can check them out. I mean, these things definitely need to be done tomorrow, which is Saturday, because, well, the event's on Sunday and I don't want to fuss with it early in the morning. Now, before we jump into the wardrobe plans, my patterns and my corresponding fabrics, let's talk about some of the crafts that I'm going to be cranking out this month. The first one actually involves the leather pin cushions that I make. Now, if you're not aware, I do have a online shop called Inspired Leather, and I sell leather pin cushions like this. So we have the Pac-Man ghosts that have the holes up at the top for your needles. And then I also sell voodoo doll pin cushions, which are really fun. I could really use a wreath for my door. So I went and picked up this fun one because me personally, I'm kind of a spooky type of Halloween person. I know some people really get into the cute, but I like the spook. So I have this one here, and I was thinking about adding a couple of the voodoo doll pin cushions with flowers and maybe some lights and all kinds of fun stuff. I'm actually really excited about this wreath, you all. Can you tell? So this will be coming up really soon. And actually, because it involves the leather pin cushion, I will be putting a tutorial up on how to make this wreath up on my Inspired Leather YouTube channel. And you can catch the link for it and anything else that I'm discussing down in the description box below. The other craft that I really want to make is also Halloween related. So I'm going to be making placemats, but one side is going to be leather. And actually, let me grab that so I can just show you real quick. I have this hide of leather here, and I think it'll be really fun to make some placemats out of it. But I'm going to make placemats that are in the shape of bats, and I already made a template. Isn't it super cute? Because I really do want these placemats to kind of do like double duty, so for different looks. I was thinking that the one side will be this, and then the reverse side will be this fabric here. And I think that'll just be super duper fun. And I actually think it's gonna like lend some fun to the creepy tablescape that I'm hoping to put together. You all, I wish you could come over for Halloween because the entire house gets decorated to excess. It's kind of ridiculous. And it's so much fun. I probably scare my 5-year-old kid a bit, but you know what? He'll appreciate it when he gets older. Now, the very last craft that I'm actually going to be making are bowl cozies. Now, the reason why I decided to do these is because, well, I joined a challenge for November that's called A Gift to November. And it's run by Sew Like Dottie and Adam Sews over here on YouTube. And the idea is to sew up some of your Christmas gifts during November, just to kind of get ahead of it and not wait until the last minute. Now, there are two things that I really want to sew, but I'm really only going to commit to one thing, and that's going to be the bowl cozies. You know, those fun bowls that you can put in the microwave and actually microwave your soup, but the cozies don't get hot so you don't burn your hands while pulling stuff out. Yeah, those things. Now, I'll admit, I never really found a use for those. I always thought they were kind of crazy that people would make them. Until I realized that I use pot holders to grab my soups out of the microwave all the time. And it would be nice to not have to do that. Just kind of like microwave it in a little fabric bowl that doesn't get hot. And actually, although I know that it's a really simple make, Three Little Birds, which is a local store to me, is having a sip and sew where they're making bowl cozies. So I did go ahead and sign up for that one, which I think is like October 14th. So I'm mostly excited to drink some wine and chat with a bunch of other sewing people. But it'll also be nice to, just kind of make a couple of cozies while I'm there. I actually think it's something that my mom and my mother-in-laws would all really enjoy too. So I'm gonna make a whole bunch of bowl cozies in November. Stay tuned for that. Now let's jump into my wardrobe plans here. So there is another challenge that I'm really looking forward to getting involved in, and it's a jumpsuit challenge that is hosted by V over at 85th and Wade. And I realized that there's this one jumpsuit that I made for myself a couple of years back that I wear on repeat all the time. And actually, it's the same exact freaking jumpsuit that like I had the wardrobe malfunction on when I was doing an unboxing and all the buttons in the front like came undone. Well, yeah, I'm gonna make another one of those. Maybe size up this time. But it is this pattern right here, which is McCalls. And I just realized that this is one of those display patterns, so it has a really funky number. So it is MP475, but I'll take a look around to see if I can actually find the real number for this in case any of you all are interested. It has a dropped waist, so you can see here that there are ties here, but it is awfully low. I actually think that it's cute where it hits the body because, if you do have some kind of a little booty back there, it helps provide some really nice shaping for it. And it has buttons down the front. I've never had a problem getting in and out of this, but they also have this wrap version here, which I think might be really fun. So I'll most likely do this long sleeve version here. No, this one with the buttons down the front, and it also has some elastic at the feet as well. Don't hold me to that, but I'm definitely going to be making this pattern. Now, the fabric that I chose is actually one that's been in my stash for a while. I'm going to be using this jacquard double knit. You see that? I really love this, and it does have some pretty decent stretch going this way. Not much going vertically, but that's okay because I'm really going to need it going across this way, and it has enough. I picked this up a couple of years ago from Fabric Mart at $4.50 a yard, and I have 5 yards of it. So that is plenty. When I was looking at this, it calls for not much. It calls for like 3.5 yards. So I have plenty to play around with. And maybe I'll make my son a matching sweater out of the extra. I really love it when we can just run around matching. It feels so special. So those are my jumpsuit plans for this month. The other thing that I really want to introduce into my wardrobe is a very long, kind of oversized button-down shirt. And I actually have 2 patterns that I'm considering. Those patterns are these. So I've got this Mimi G one right here. You all, I'm really killing myself with those display pattern numbers. I'll get the real number for this one because it's still in print. But this pattern is really nice because it has 2 really large pockets up on the front. It has a mandarin collar. You can add the tie around the waist if you make the longer dress version, which I think is really cute. Or you can do just the button-down shirt with the longer back here, which I actually think is really on trend right now. The one thing that I'm not going to add if I do make this are the, I believe those are called epaulets, up on the shoulders. I would omit those. I just think they're really unnecessary for that pattern. With this pattern, I really like this view right here. Now this is Butterick 6294, and that is view A. Now they did a different front and back color, which I think is cute. And so if this version comes out great, then I'm definitely going to try to do a front and back combo like that. But it has a forward shoulder and it has a collar on it as well as that button down, which are all details that I really like. And then there's also a back placket. And actually there's a back placket on both of these. The fabric that I want to use is this one that's been in my stash for a while. Now this one to me is a little kind of festive, but that's okay. It is a beautiful cream colored crepe, but it's got gold stripes running all the way through it. And I have about 3 yards of this crepe, and I just thought, oh, that would be fantastic. And if I could somehow manage to squeeze out a fun vest or something to wear over it, that would be even more fun. So out of these 2 patterns, I'm not totally convinced which one I'm going to use. I know it's going to be one of these 2, but if I'm going to be honest, right now in my heart, I kind of feel like I want to make this one with a more traditional collar. So that is an oversized button-down shirt in this cream fabric. And the very last thing that I'm going to make is something that I'm going to need. Now, I signed up for swimming lessons starting November. And you all, I mean, like, I know the basics. I can float and definitely not drown and all of that good stuff. But I really want to, you know, work on my different swimming strokes and just be kind of cool in the pool. Cool in the pool. In the pool. I didn't mean to rhyme, but I really kind of liked it. So I was thinking that I need a one piece that's going to kind of stand up to all of that motion. And none of the 2 pieces that I made this summer are going to handle that. I want a new one. I want a new swimsuit. So I'm going to go back to my trusty Minute Mayo by Patterns for Pirates, and I'm going to make that swimsuit again because I know all of the hacks that I need to make for that thing to fit me well. And then I'm going to use this fabric right here, which I had gotten from Joann's like 2 years ago when I was in Florida. It has like this really fun like gradient bronze effect on it. So I think that'll make a really cute one piece. And then for the lining, I just have some of this plain stuff right here. I'll make that swimsuit right after I finish the jumpsuit because I think that the jumpsuit challenge ends on the 25th or the 26th. And I definitely want to, you know, make my jumpsuit for that challenge. But, you know, these swimsuits come together so quickly, especially after you've got your sizing figured out. So it'll come together in a day, and I'll have something to wear for when I go swimming, and I'm super excited about it. So let me know in the comments below what you're excited to be making this fall, whether it's a craft or it's an item to add to your wardrobe. Definitely share your ideas. And I sincerely hope that you find joy and have an amazing day.